Hi friends, and welcome to today's yoga class for back pain. So if you are one of those people who experience issues with your back, which is very common these days, then you're in the perfect place. This class will help to eliminate and reduce any back pain that you're experiencing, especially if nothing else is working. Yoga is something that will definitely help with that. So if you're ready, all you'll need is yourself, and let's go ahead and let's get started. Just remember to listen to your body. If you feel any sharp pain or pinching, simply come out of the pose. So listen to yourself. Let's start on our back, all the way lying down in a shavasana with our arms along the side of our body, our feet along the side, on the outer edges of the mat, or maybe even wider. Just take a deep breath in for a moment. Inhale, feeling the breath move, and exhale, releasing the breath out of the body. Inhale as you reach your arms up over your head. Place your legs together, pointing your toes in the opposite direction, feeling a nice stretch throughout your body. And exhale, release the hands down to your side. Take your right knee, hug it into your chest, just pulsing it forward and back, maybe flexing and pointing those toes. Just taking any movement that feels right for you, maybe moving the hip to the side and around into the opposite direction. Starting to wake up the muscle in that right hip. And then taking the right ankle on the top edge of your left thigh and reaching your arms to interlace behind that left thigh here, pulling your left knee closer to your chest as you let that right hip roll out and open even more. Relaxing the shoulders and down away from your ears, closing your eyes here. Maybe taking some movement, hugging that knee closer to your chest. You can also hold if you'd like to hold for stillness within this pose. And just breathing into this. This is a wonderful pose to help release any back pain, especially if you're in a seated position all day. Keeping that right foot and the left foot flexed, pointing those toes towards the sky. Exhale, slowly release, hugging the left knee to the chest, straightening the right leg out or right sole of the foot on your mat, and just start to waken up that left hip by hugging the knee to your chest back and forth, maybe pointing and flexing the foot, starting to find different movements, rolling out the hip. And then taking your left ankle on top of your right thigh, taking your fingers to interlace behind your right leg. Relax your back flat on the mat here. Hug your right knee to your chest. Use your left elbow to maybe open up that left hip a little more out towards the side. So you're really feeling into the left hip now. Opening up the glute, making sure our back is grounded to the mat. Shoulders is relaxed, hugging it in even closer here. Feeling a nice release. And slowly release. Cross your right over your left leg, coming into a shoelace as you grab opposite ankles or the outer edges of both of your feet. Taking movement if you like in this pose by moving back and forth, side to side. Whatever feels right for you, giving your body what it deserves here. Going deep into our hips and releasing, shoelace other side, left over right leg. Opening through that left hip now, feeling it towards the outer side. Slowly release. Take your feet on the mat and take your arms in position. Start to move your knees in a windshield wiper position, side to side, so towards the left and towards the right. And once you come over to the right side, keep your knees there, passing your left over your right leg, your right hand on the outer edge of your left knee. Left arm is still extended, looking over that left shoulder. And imagine your left side of your body really lengthening and growing out here. So maybe using that right hand and just not pushing, but pulling it away from the left shoulder. Feeling that lengthening through the side, looking towards your left side here. Breathing in and out. Slowly coming back into center, soles of the feet on the mat, arms are in a T, letting your knees fall to the left as you cross the right over the left leg, letting the knees completely fall to the left. Your hand is placed on the outer edge of your right knee this time, looking over your right arm, letting your fingers be nice and active, stretching out here. And lengthening, starting to feel the lengthening of your spine towards the right side. So pulling the right knee away from that right shoulder, breathing into this, grounding the right shoulder to your mat. And slowly coming out of position, hugging your knees to your chest, taking your forehead to your knees, and rocking yourself up into bow pose. Keeping the knees 90-degree angle, arms along the front of your body. Breathing in. Exhale, feet down. And let's do it again as we inhale, boat pose, 90 degrees. Exhale as you straighten. So engaging and strengthening the muscles in our core will help to support our lower back. Sitting nice and tall. Exhale, cross-legged position as you step back into all fours, tabletop position. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up, and exhale, rounding out the spine. Doing a cat and cow a few times. This is something that is definitely one of the top postures that is great for our back. Releasing our spine here. One of every yogi's favorite positions here that's on an everyday basis needed. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale, rounding out chin to chest. Inhale, coming into tabletop position. Engaging your belly, so squeezing the abs in, squeezing it towards your back. Coming into puppy pose as you stretch the arms forward. Your hips stacked over your knees. Just resting your arms and sinking lower to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, push it forward into Sphinx pose as you open up your chest. Inhale, push it back, puppy pose. Exhale, slide forward, Sphinx pose. So moving through this pose here. Opening up your heart. And pushing your weight back, stretching through the shoulders. One last one here. Push it back into your puppy. Roll forward on your exhale into Sphinx pose, staying in your Sphinx, opening up your heart, and start to move your hips side to side, swaying it, releasing your lower back here. Your shoulders are directly over your elbows. Come down to your belly. Take your arms along the side of your body, your feet, just relaxing it here, maybe relaxing your chin on the back or forehead. Start to inhale as you release the arms behind you. Open up your chest, coming into a mini back bend here. Holding. Opening up even more. Exhale, coming down. This time just lifting the legs. Keeping the upper body down, releasing through the lower body by lifting the legs up. Exhale, release down. And then taking your arms and your legs, reaching the arms towards your legs as you lift both up towards the sky. Firing your whole body here. Strengthening our back. Really going deep into those back muscles. Opening up the heart and the chest. And then exhale, slowly come down, taking your arms into Sphinx pose, opening up and placing the hands next to your rib cage. As you push up, extend the elbows, upward facing dog, maybe lifting the thighs off the mat. And exhale, shift the weight back, downward facing dog. Walking out your downward dog here, moving the legs out one by one, lifting all your weight forward towards the top of your toes every time you bend the knee, and then pushing the other opposite leg back with your heel, feeling that nice stretch through the back of your foot, letting your head shake it out and be really heavy here. So because our neck is attached to our spine, our back, it's very important to release everything in our neck as well by shaking it out. Everything is connected here in the body. So just noticing how you feel. Really stretch out the back, maybe bending the knees slightly here. Push all your weight back. This is a nice, beautiful stretch for our back, and over time helps to also realign our posture as well. Push your hips back, feeling more through the back here, and walk your feet one at a time to the top, standing forward fold, hands on the mat, head resting nice and heavy here, walking out your legs one by one, letting your head dangle to the sides here, and feeling that weight come forward with your head, lengthening through the back, through our neck, through our spine. We're folding from our hips here, releasing our hamstrings. Slowly hold still and roll your body all the way up into standing position, reaching the arms up for the sky. Exhale, taking your hands to your heart. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale as you halfway lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back as you drop the left knee, coming back into half split by stacking your left hip over your left knee, flexing the right foot. So just shifting your body weight back. Hips are squared. Inhale as you open up your heart and chest, and exhale, you'll lengthen the spine. So think about reaching forward towards the front of your mat here. Maybe doing this a few times, inhaling open, and exhale, going down. Feeling that nice opening through the back of your leg. And especially if this is your first time, I know it can feel like a really awkward, difficult position, but over time, it really starts to relieve any stiffness in your body. And it's important we release the hamstrings, especially before we release the hips, because it's all connected to our lower back. So just breathing in and out. And then slowly bending the right leg, coming into a pigeon pose. So your right knee is towards that right elbow. Taking your hands just on the mat, we're in a seated pigeon pose. Inhaling as you reach the arms up towards the sky, lengthening your body, squeezing the core in. Exhale, hands out towards the side, grabbing your back foot with your left hand, opening up into a mermaid pose here. Maybe letting that foot relax in your left arm, going deep into that quadricep. This is one of the best postures, really healing. Especially most of our lower back pain is caused from sitting most of the day. So it's important that we stretch out our glutes, open up our hips, our hip flexors. Slowly release that back foot. As you release the arm forward, seated pigeon, releasing forward into relaxing in your sleeping pigeon. Resting your forehead, maybe using blocks under that forehead and under that right hip as well. Making sure your shoulders is down and away from the ears. You can always move side to side to open up even deeper here. And the more you hold this position, the more you start to feel that opening, the release. And throughout the day as it goes by, you'll start to notice your back pain really release. This is also great for back prevention as well. Coming back into a seated pigeon, hands on the mat in front of you. Exhale, step back, release into your downward dog as you walk out the feet here. And on your inhale, pushing your hips back, stepping the left leg forward, dropping the back knee, and shifting your weight back into half split. Right hip over the right knee, flexing your left foot, hands along both sides of your legs. Just making sure that your alignment is correct, maybe repositioning yourself. Inhaling as you open up your heart, and exhale, folding it forward. Maybe doing this a few times to really go deeper through every exhalation. And pushing the right hip forward as you push the left hip back. Going deep into the back of our left leg. Feeling a nice release. This is great if you have any leg pain as well. This helps to stretch out behind our calf muscle. So really being active with that front foot here. And slowly positioning forward, bending that left leg, coming into pigeon, other side. And trying to square out your hips here. Bringing your left glute towards the mat. Maybe using a block under that left glute. Hands are on the mat, opening up your heart as you inhale. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Your gaze is looking forward here. Growing your body even taller. Relaxing the shoulders and grabbing that back leg, coming into mermaid. Maybe resting that right foot inside your right arm. You can of course use a strap at any time. If it's too much where you're feeling pain, always come out of this pose. Listen to your body. Every day is different. And slowly releasing out of mermaid as you release the foot back. Arm towards the front of the body. Open up your heart and then fold forward in your sleeping pigeon. Resting your head on your arms here or on blocks. Maybe moving side to side. Closing your eyes. So releasing a lot of negativity and emotions that are stored within our hips. So after we come out of our pigeon pose, we start to feel a sense of relief. Feeling a nice opening through our lower body. Coming out of your sleeping pigeon, coming into a seated and stepping back into downward facing dog, walking it out here. Stretch it out. Push your weight back. Hips to your heels. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Taking a deep breath in as you look towards your belly button. Exhale, shift the weight back even more. And inhale, bend the knees. Come onto a seated position. Soles of the feet together, and find your way down onto your back into a reclined butterfly, taking your arms in cactus arms, opening through our hips and our shoulders here. Releasing our lower back, so just relax, let your body sink and be heavy on the ground. Just remember to apply this practice every day, because this is not going to help one time. You have to really of postures that we just stay. So anytime you're feeling any pain, find some of these poses to really practice. Take this video, pause it at any time if you want to stay longer. Beginning, legs to the side, arms along the side of the body, taking it wide and relaxing, deep and heavy on your mat, feeling nice and grounded from head to toe here. I welcome you to stay in your Shavasana, of course, as long as you can. However, start to wiggle your fingers and toes if you're ready to come out. Just finding movement in the body. And bending your knees, hugging the knees in towards the chest, rocking it and rolling onto your side. Finding your way onto a seated pose, cross-legged, sit up nice and tall here, feeling grounded with our sit bones on our mat. Inhale as you lengthen and reach the arms off. Closing out today's practice. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, open up the arms. Nice and wide here. Exhale, taking those hands to your heart center. One last deep breath in. Inhaling, reach up, look up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Thanking yourself for being here today. I hope that you feel better with your back. These are some poses that I do myself when I experience back pain from sitting. So definitely do this every day and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on my content. Namaste.